Welcome back, everybody. Frank Vespe here for the Racing Biz, racingbiz.com. I'm going to be joined by John Piassek from the Maryland Horse Breeders Association and also the Maryland handicapper on the Racing Biz to talk about the Maryland-breds who have the best chance to win in the December 26th stakes, the Christmastide. Try that again. Christmastide Stakes Day at Laurel Park. There are 6 stakes on the card for 2-year-olds and for older horses at sprint and route distances. And John's got 3 Maryland-breds that he thinks are the most likely to win those races. And John, welcome. Let's start with Fille d'Esprit in the 6.5 furlong Willa on the Move stakes.
Fille d'Esprit, the, in my opinion, likely Maryland-bred horse of the year, looking for her 6th stakes win of the year. Now, as far as I could tell, only one other horse in the country has won 6 stakes this year. That's Belladonna, a New Mexican bred who has won 7. Fille d'Esprit's had an amazing year, loves this track, 10 for 17 on the surface, comes off a win in a Politely Stakes on the day after Thanksgiving on this track. And that's kind of an exhibition that day. She was much the best on paper and ran like it, sat off the pace, and drew away to win by 5 3/4 lengths. This is going to be a tougher field, in my opinion. You got Swain 2 and Froey, a South Carolina bred, coming off a win in the Safely Kept Stakes on this track. 2 interesting out-of-town invaders, Union Lake for John Terranova and for Linda Rice. That being said, we know Fille d'Esprit has a ton of class. She has held her own against better fields, and she got a good trip stalk in the pace on the inside. And I have to figure this race is going to be the cherry on top of an amazing 2022 season.
Let's spin back to the Bobby Manfuso Stakes, second running of this race in memory of the late Bobby Manfuso, one-time owner of Laurel Park in Pimlico, co-owner, and longtime owner and breeder of horses. The horse that you're looking at here, the Maryland-bred you're looking at, is Our Nation on Parade, the Cal Nation gelding, bred by Jay Williamson, trained by Jamie Ness. This guy won the Maryland Million Classic 2 starts back, John.
And won it in very impressive style, too. He sat off the pace, made a strong 3-wide move, and won going away. That was his 4th straight win and his first start off the claim for Jamie Ness, who claimed him in a shake for $50,000 at Churchill Downs in late September. A shake that apparently included a lot of Maryland horsemen who all had the same idea to bring the son of Cal Nation to his home state. Last time out in the Richard Small Stakes, he went off as a 3-5 favorite, tracked a faster pace than he did in the Maryland Million Classic, and that could have been his undoing because he hit the front, didn't quite kick away, and then lost to Armando R, who's back in here and is looking for his 3rd straight stakes win. That being said, Our Nation on Parade is in career best form. He got a good post. He's going to get at another good trip. And I have to figure it's not going to be that fast of a pace. I don't think that anyone is going faster than 48 seconds to the half mile. So I got to figure Our Nation on Parade at least is going to have a great opportunity to make his usual closing kick.
All right, let's turn to your number 3 most likely Maryland-bred to win on the Christmastide Stakes Day at Laurel Park. And we're going to look into the Gin Talking Stakes for 2-year-old fillies going 7/8 of a mile. And that horse is Malibu Moonshine.
Malibu Moonshine, a Maryland-sired filly, a daughter of Anchor and Hope's Bourbon Courage. 2 for 2 lifetime, both over off tracks, broken maiden at Pimlico in September, going away, scratched due to illness out of the Maryland Million Lassie, but came back to win a Maryland Juvenile Filly Stakes with a similar closing punch, won that day by 2 lengths under a very solid speed figure. Post Time, who won that day, got most of the headlines. However, this is a promising filly in her own right, and with Aqueduct Dark on Monday, Dylan Davis is coming back down for the mount, and it's his only mount on the card. So he's making this trip just for this filly. That's a good sign to me.
Yeah, Dylan Davis probably not coming all the way down 95.
He's listed at least. He's listed.
Yeah, no, and he rode the horse on debut, which was interesting. Did not ride her in the Maryland Juvenile Filly Championship. That was Angel Cruz. but now he's coming back in. And this is a filly. She's got no early speed, but it hasn't mattered at all so far. All right, 6 stakes on the docket on December 26th at Laurel Park. And John's top 3 Maryland-breds on that card are Fille d'Esprit, Our Nation on Parade, and Malibu Moonshine here in the Gin Talking. John, good luck and happy holidays.
Same to you, Frank. Happy holidays to you and Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you. I'm sure we'll be doing this again pretty soon. All right, that's going to do it here for John Piassek. I'm Frank Vespe for the Racing Biz, theracingbiz.com, and Maryland Horse Breeders Association, with the most likely Maryland-breds to win on the Christmastide Stakes Day card at Laurel.